Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now we all know that President Uhuru Kenyatta is the leader of Jubilee and the owner of the party after successfully managing to kick out his deputy, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. I'm saying this because we know in Kenya, party leader is more stronger than the party that they lead. It's the same thing to ODM, Wiper, ANC, Ford Kenya, and all those other parties, including UDA party where Ruto is leading now. And today there is a post that was shared by TV47 on their Facebook page, and I see everyone is sharing out that post to their social media platform. And this is what TV47 reported. Jubilee Party has redesigned its logo, dropping all association with URP. The new logo forwarded to Kenya Industrial Property Institute for trademarking features a dove in place of clapped hands, and is red and white in color. They goes on to say the black and yellow colors associated with URP have been dropped. The motto has also been changed from TUKO PAMOJA to MBELE PAMOJA. Sasa hapa mahali pa MBELE PAMOJA, hii ni Azimio, because I think that has been also largely associated with ODM. But wanasema ODM MBELE PAMOJA. Now we have some people in Tanga who are still believing that President Uhuru Kenyatta is playing Raila Amolo Odinga in favor of his deputy William Samoei Ruto. So that case should be put to rest. There is no reverse gear. The president has decided that for him it is Raila Amolo Odinga all the way to the ballot. Now there are two things that I'm learning from this post that I would like us to discuss on this platform here. But before we go into that, I just have a quick request. And my humble request is that you might be watching this channel but you have not yet subscribed. So please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you'll always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm also requesting you to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend our video to more viewers or a large audience. Otherwise, back to our discussion. Now, the first thing that I'm learning from this photo is that our politics is still local and it's not going to change soon, the way the Tanga people are anticipating or hoping. Because at the first place, Jubilee was not a political party. This was a coalition between URP and TNA. URP, which was coming from Rift Valley region, bringing the interest of Kalenjin people to the table, and TNA party, which was coming from larger Mount Kenya region, bringing the interest of the Kikuyu nation to the table. And that is how Jubilee coalition was formed in 2013. So President Uhuru Kenyatta and Dr. William Samoei Ruto, in their interest, they realized that for them to form the government, the only thing they will need to do is to appreciate that our politics is still local. So they appreciated that. And that is what informed them to bring these political parties together and form a coalition. And that is where they manage to lock the Mount Kenya region vote and Rift Valley votes, then bring it together, as simple as that. So if you talk about URP in 2013, you are talking about the interest of Kalenjin in the upcoming government. If you talk about TNA party, you are talking about the interest of the people of Mount Kenya region in the upcoming government. And that informs even how they formed their cabinet. Look at it. It was largely Mount Kenya Rift Valley cabinet, which comprised of the Kalenjin nation and the Kikuyu nation in that cabinet. And you can see how Ruto was able even to demonstrate this out by taking all the position that he shared with President Uhuru Kenyatta and dished it out to the people from Rift Valley. At least President Uhuru Kenyatta tried to give here and there. So he had some manners in that line. Though Ruto alicheza kama yeye tu. Now, having known this, and Ruto understands this better because he has been part of that game, the question that I still ask myself every day is that why is it that Dr. William Samoei Ruto is clear that he will not go into a coalition with anyone for 2022 general election? For him, it is UDA party all the way to the ballot, and anyone who wants to work with him should just join UDA. When he understands that when a political party identifies their party leader, that party largely will be associated with the community where he is coming from. Because now you see, UDA party will largely be associated with the Rift Valley. that largely it will be a challenging party. Because don't tell me that UDA is the party in Mount Kenya. Remember, we have more than 32 political parties registered in Mount Kenya region. And even Jubilee is still there on ground. That means that they are going to fight for those votes on the ground. Watapigania viti sana. And at the end of the day, UDA cannot manage even to get 80 or 70% of those seats. What they can manage, maybe it can be 40%. So that is a clear, when Atwoli and Mrathe and other individuals say that UDA party is going to be a challenging party, I agree with them 100%. And Ruto knows this. That's why in my thinking, I simply conclude that maybe Dr. William Samoei Ruto understands that he might not become the president in 2022. And that is what is informing him to work on a political party that might take the opposition side. So maybe he needs a strong party in opposition which he can control directly rather than going into a coalition kama ile ya NASA. And now controlling a coalition in opposition can be a problem. And secondly, maybe he's targeting to have even the political party funds in opposition, which can be enough for him rather than sharing with anyone. You see, even he can go to that level of being greedy person. So that makes me to believe that Ruto will be on opposition, and it is good to tell his people that they should prepare to at least take up the role of opposition to supervise the government. As simple as that. Because that is the direction their party leader has chosen. Because look here, how can you tell Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to drop his Wiper party that he has been developing for the longest time and join UDA? And UDA just read the other day. I mean, how? How will you tell him David? See, people like Moses Kuria, Mwangi Kiunjuri, JB Muturi and the other team, they are coming up with their political party. Then we're telling them to drop their political party and join UDA. It can't work. So, and secondly, for Jubilee party decision to disassociate themselves with URP and President Uhuru Kenyatta distancing himself from DP William Samoei Ruto confirms to you one thing, that both Uhuru and Ruto were playing each other. Maybe all the way from 2013 there after winning the election, or somewhere 2017 there. Because if you look deeply into this issue, you'll find that Ruto, when they were seeking second term, he went ahead to make sure that he's locking out any potential threat to him in Mount Kenya region out of getting Jubilee ticket. That was in 2017. Akina Kabogo, Kabando and the team. And even he went further to plant some people even in other areas like Western and those other regions through rigging even. So in that way, Ruto was preparing on how he's going to single-handedly manage Jubilee party. And really it has manifested after the fallout of the President Uhuru Kenyatta. He has been able to recollect himself because he was putting in young leaders who he can easily manage and control, rather than having people who are presenting themselves like a threat to you. So in that way, what he did not understand is that even Uhuru was playing him in 2017 when he convinced him, before they got to the next general election, they should just merge their political party, and rather than having Jubilee coalition, to have Jubilee party, which will be a larger party. So for Uhuru, he was telling him to avoid having these ethnic political parties, let us merge. But in real sense, this was not that much merger in real sense, because you have URP, which is still strong in Jubilee, and you have TNA, which is still strong in Jubilee. So the president knew that once he's in control of this political party, before he leave power, because he did not want Ruto to take over power, he has to destroy the party. Make it so much weak, so that Ruto will force to get out and form another new political party. And you can see it manifesting, because definitely Ruto had to get out, go and form UDA party. You see now he's struggling to rebrand, form the UDA party so that he can present it on 2022 on ballot. So Uhuru is here busy dismantling Jubilee, reducing it to Mount Kenya region party. Because he knew if Ruto will take over Jubilee party the way it was strong, definitely it is going to be very hard to manage or control DP William Samoei Ruto. So hao watu walikuwa wanacheza kama hao. Ruto was playing Uhuru, Uhuru was playing Ruto. And all of them have succeeded. Though Uhuru might succeed more better than people might think here. Because for him, it was to stop Ruto from becoming president. And now he's coming here to bring Raila Amolo Odinga on board, allowing other small political parties to grow in Mount Kenya region. In that way, they are going to fight it on ballot and make sure that UDA party is reduced to Rift Valley party. As simple as that, and Uhuru will have his way and his person might take over the leadership. And lastly, Jubilee party dissociating themselves with Ruto and removing anything to do with the URP, be it Kala na ile mkono ilikuwa pale ndani. It means that President Uhuru Kenyatta is setting out ground to go ahead and now officially form coalition with Raila Amolo Odinga and other like-minded ahead of 2022 general election and real campaign time. So Uhuru is set, is prepared, and now Jubilee is heading into Azimio la Umoja. That is the direction. Otherwise, I don't know what to think about this, but let us meet in the comment section where you can also drop your views. You don't need necessarily to agree with me. You can disagree constructively. Again, there are other points that I know I have not mentioned here. So please add value to this conversation through the comment section and put all those other points that I have left out. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.